Peace. Welcome back to the Voices of Reason show. I'm your host, Skilo Slim, and today we got a very, very special guest in the building. My man, I gotta tell you this, man, because I always keep it real, man. I reached out to this brother like last week, and he followed up with him this morning. He said, "Yeah, I'll be there," and he's here in the building. My brother, Mr. Houston Alexander.
I appreciate you, man. Hey, you have to keep your word.
No doubt.
You have to keep your word. That's first and foremost.
Definitely, words bond.
And I gotta give it up to you because we minus the shea butter.
Yeah.
We good.
No doubt, man. We rocking, man. So, hey, man, like, why don't you give people a little background, man, who might not know your journey?
Okay, a background on myself. I'm a product of East St. Louis, Illinois.
No doubt.
We moved to Omaha, Nebraska in the early '80s. As a kid, we used to watch a television show. Me and my brother used to watch a television show called Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom.
I remember that show.
And it was about lions, tigers, bears, stuff like that. Anyway, I'm watching this television show, not realizing that years after that, I was gonna be in Omaha, Nebraska. So my mother told me, "Hey, we're moving to Omaha with your auntie." And I'm like, "We're moving to the jungle."
Yeah,
I thought we were moving to the jungle. So yeah, but we moved here in the early '80s. And I've been in the school system ever since, man.
Right, yeah. Because I know my whole life I've seen you around because you was always involved with the hip hop scene.
Yep, always involved with hip hop as a kid. Because I started off like everybody, dancing, break dancing.
Right.
And I was pretty good at art, so I started doing art, and started doing the radio station thing after that. Started doing the artist thing with rappers and R&B artists. So yeah, man, I've been involved with the scene some type of way.
Yeah, definitely, because I love that Sunday show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I stay in my car just to catch it,
Yeah, man. So, but we're playing independent music from people from all over. But it's always good to hear people from your neighborhood.
Right.
People that might be working at Quick Trip or Burger King, but all of a sudden they're on the radio. So that, man, it's always a good feeling for me to help out with that, help an artist in any type of way.
That's dope. What made you get that love for hip hop?
The love for hip hop. Growing up, watching there was a movie called Flashdance. Now, I'm a kid and I'm watching this movie called Flashdance, and in Flashdance there was this 30-second scene of these guys doing this crazy dance, and I've never seen it before. So eventually I found out it was called breakdancing. And so from that point on, man, I was hooked. And then that's when you had the hip hop movies coming out at that time. You had Beat Street, you had Breakin', you had all those different movies coming out, increasing the love for the culture even more. Right. So I got hooked on a 30-second scene in a movie called Flashdance, and been involved with hip hop ever since.
Ever since.
Yep.
See, mine was Crush Groove.
Crush Groove. Oh, I'm gonna say, see, I'm gonna tell you, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, my pops, he was like, "Hey, you listening to
you
rap, you don't know nothing about watch this," and he put Crush Groove in, and I was
you've been involved in hip hop because of Crush Groove.
Because of Crush Groove, I loved it ever since. LL Cool J. Man.
But see, the funny thing about it is that your dad told you about it. So it was passed down. Yeah. So right now that's what we need to do. We need to pass down our culture to the next generation. So that's what we're doing right now. We're doing your show.
Right. See? That's what we do. So you've been involved in the local hip hop scene, doing your thing, and I gotta ask you because everybody's gonna want to know.
Yeah.
When do you decide that you're gonna be a professional fighter? Like that's a big.
Well, hey, we're gonna break this down on your show, and it'll be the first time I've said this. Now, I've been a street fighter all my life. And we're gonna go back full circle to what we was talking about, me moving to from East St. Louis, Illinois. My first week here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now when you're from that St. Louis area, you got that certain way you talk.
Right.
If anybody ever has heard Nelly before, you've heard him say her, cur, and were. so we had that. So that was me, and I had kids make fun of me because of the way I talked. Right. And the first week here from East St. Louis, I got into a fight with 5 kids who tried to jump me. But here's the thing. They didn't know that I was that tough.
Yeah.
So I ended up beating up 5 kids at Yates Elementary.
Hey, I went to Yates.
Yeah, at Yates Elementary. and after that, they've never messed with me ever since then. So I'm still looking for you kids from Yates Elementary, from second grade. It started that way, man. And I've always, I've never started fights.
Right.
Always finished them. And I never was scared of anybody, no matter who it was. And so, I was a good street fighter. And then when I got to high school, I wrestled a little bit. And growing up, anybody who hasn't been to CW Boxing Club, because CW Boxing Club was in, if you boxed or had anything to do with boxing at the time, it was CW Boxing Club. And if you wrestled, it was Joe Emerson. Yeah, so everyone at Emerson Center, everybody been to the Emerson Center with Joe and Roger. So those are some of the things that inspired me to do what I'm doing now. But the story of me getting into MMA is something totally different.
Right.
But I've always been a good street fighter.
Right.
And the MMA thing started. And mixed martial arts, for those who don't know what we're talking about, that started on a dare.
Really?
Yeah, because I was a friend of mine had told me about an event that they was doing at a local bar, where they were going and you would have to sign up and to get into these mixed martial arts events. And so I got involved with that because she dared me to go. It's like, whatever, you won't do it. And I'm trying to keep my word. I'm like, okay, I got you.
I'm gonna do it.
When I went there, I signed up, and of course they put me in the ring with the biggest dude there.
That's how it
they put me in the ring with the biggest guy there. And so I got into the ring, man, and the first punch was me hitting the guy in the nose. And I've never seen so much blood.
Yeah, it's over.
It was just so much blood. But at the time, it was at a bar, and you could smoke inside the bar.
Yeah.
So it was smoke, blood, and people yelling. The first time I got into a fight in a bar, legally. But after that, man, we couldn't finish the fight because of the smoke. But I ended up whooping the guy. And the promoters saw, what type of person I was and what type of fighter I was at the time. And they took me under their wings and I started training ever since 2001.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of training. That's a long road.
Man, that training is every day. Even today, I train every day, no matter what. I do some type of training to make sure my body's, just up to speed with everything.
Wow, yeah. See, that's what people don't see, man. They see the fight.
They see the fight.
But they don't see all that, early mornings, late nights.
Yeah, they see Bud Crawford on TV,
Right.
but you guys don't see the behind the scenes with all the training involved and all the sweating and a lot of people don't see that because I don't think a lot of people know about the hard work aspect of everything because they see everything so easily on television now that the people don't realize the hard work that comes behind what we do. Even with your show here, they don't see the cameraman, they don't see the sound man, they don't see everybody adjusting to your show to make this happen.
Right,
All they see is you,
out here.
with the shea butter on your beard.
Yeah, trying to make sure I'm shiny, man. That's how I always give it up to the team.
the team got you that shea butter, so they don't see that. But
they got my big cousin back there. He's like, hey man, sit up.
Hey, sit up. I'm like this, but yeah, he hit you with the shea butter.
Yeah,
but they don't see the behind the scenes stuff behind anything that has anything to do with hard work.
No doubt.
Man, but it's anything you have to do that you want to earn has to be some hard work behind it.
Right. I remember hearing a while ago that you were doing I don't want to mess up the name because I don't remember, but it was like a program that helped kids learn how to DJ.
No, well, that I believe a friend of mine, Mr. Soul, he has a class where he teaches people the fundamentals of the DJing. But what I do is that I go into schools and teach the kids about hip hop culture.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. With the name of the program that we do It's called the Culture Shock School Tour.
Okay, that's what it
Yeah.
was. I was trying to remember. I couldn't get the alliteration right.
But see, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Yeah,
so, and we're going to teach the kids about music, dance, art, and we teach kids about the cultural aspect of a culture they're growing up in. Right. So you've grown up in a culture. Yeah. You know, we've all grown up in a culture, and a lot of these kids, all they know is rap. They don't know about the b-boy and the dancing, or the art. All they know is the rappers they hear on radio or see on television. Right. So, but not realizing that this is a culture that we are all growing up in, and the next generation is going to be the ones to carry that torch. Right. So we have to make sure they understand and know what it is. And so we go into elementary schools, we go into middle schools, we go into high schools and community organizations and teach our kids or adults who don't understand about the hip hop culture. That's what our mission is.
Yeah, and that's dope, man. Because I mean, hip hop gave me something like to be a part of, to be proud. Like we didn't have no superheroes and all that at that time. That was like black. You know?
We didn't have Black Panther.
Yeah, we didn't have
Black Panther on TV.
Right, so it was
only
like,
in comic books.
Yeah, only in comic books. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't always have money for comic books. So I didn't even know about that.
It's what I'm saying.
So you know what I'm saying? I see the rappers, and it's like, man, that's dope. Like he you know what I'm saying? He ain't a criminal. He ain't doing nothing illegal. Yeah. He's rapping like.
But again, it's a culture that was invented by the Spanish and Black community. Definitely. That expanded out to be the largest music genre in the world. It's the largest copied culture in the world because our culture in itself is always copied anyway. Right. A lot of people still don't think that rock and roll was invented by Black people.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
They don't think they don't think that. But our culture has always been copied, and hip hop is no exception. We have to teach our kids all aspects of it, but the fundamentals to the culture is about music, and it's about dance, and it's about art.
Right. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah,
man. That whole the roundedness. It's something you could get into it, like no matter what. Like, you might not be able to rap. You could break dance. You could do graffiti.
But see, there's other aspects of it as well. The communications.
Right. The communication.
There's clothes. There's and even with the designing of the websites. This is all culturally accepted in the culture.
Right, and it's like
it's expanded. It's expanded. Yeah, it's an industry.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I love about it, man. That's what I love about it a lot, man. So what's new with everything going on?
Well, we started a foundation about 1.5 years ago, the Houston Alexander Foundation, and we started it with the Culture Shock School Tour. Right. But there's other aspects of the foundation that I incorporated, like the working out. Now, you notice how some people go to the gyms and no one knows how to work out sometimes. They're just kind of walking around aimlessly and not knowing. Yeah. What we do is, we got it set up to where they can go on a website and they can ask. I'll come and train people for free. Wow. Just to help them get situated, help them follow a path to where it'll help their body. But there's something that we offer to help people work out for absolutely free.
That's dope.
See, and that's one way we're trying to help out the community. And also, I gave my daughter a kidney early 2000. I go around and I talk about the importance of organ donation. Right. Because you never know, if you don't check that box on your license, you never know whose life you're going to save, just in case something happens to you. Right. So we did something with the Omaha magazine, where the editor, who has a twin brother lost his brother, but his brother gave so many donations of his organs that he helped save a lot of lives. That's dope. So that's something we do with that, and then we go around and go around to the youth centers. You talk to all these different organizations. That's exactly what we do, and that's what we need in our community. We need somebody that's about that action and not about all that talking. Right. So I like talking. Like right now, we could talk all day long. Yeah. But the kids and some of these adults need action. Definitely. And that's what we're about. I'm about that action.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. Because that's the difference. And the kids is smart, man. They can
Yeah.
tell the difference.
Yeah.
They can tell, like, I ain't never even seen you. Then you come up today and then you leave. Opposed to somebody they see around, always in the mix doing that good work.
But again, you guys are doing good work too. This you in your what, 5th season?
Yeah, this is our 5th season.
And what exactly what is your objective for your show?
Our objective for our show is to inspire other people to get motivated to do whatever it is they want to do. That's why we try to bring all kind of different people, build a brand, a company that, like, you know, like I said, these is all my family, these is all my people. We all work together so that we can get a skill.
So you got everybody involved,
Right.
and then on top of that, you're getting your community involved too.
Right.
So, but
what
hey,
it's about.
respect to you too, brother.
Thank
So,
you,
And,
man.
and, and,
Thanks
and I
a lot,
didn't, and I, for one, I didn't know that you guys were doing this until now.
Right.
But now, you guys are on Facebook,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep.
And what is it again?
The Voices of Reason show.
The Voices of Reason. So
The Voices of Reason show.
and we going live on my Facebook Live just to let everybody
man,
know.
I appreciate that,
And that's a good thing, man.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, that's what it's all about for us, man. It's just putting in that work, man. We didn't even have an idea. This idea came from a front porch, man.
And you a front porch.
Yeah, we sit on the front porch talking about politics. I was like, man, that's a show.
Wow.
And we started recording with a camera. Then I was like, man, we should find somebody to record the show. And like it's like my big brother, man, Bobby.
Okay.
He was like, man, go to public access, man. And then we was fixated with completing the show, like just doing it. We didn't look at it like a business
See?
and all of that.
Just wanted to do it,
wanted to
and
do it.
sometime that's all you have to do. Just do it. And I thought for a long time that that catchphrase that Nike came out with was the stupidest thing ever. Long time ago when they first started saying,
like,
just do it. But just think about it. What did you and your crew do? Just did it.
Yeah.
What are we doing with the organization that we got started?
Yeah.
We're just doing it. So all you people out there just sitting around just scratching yourselves, just do it.
Just do it, yeah. And that's the whole thing, man, to get people motivated. You know, that's what it's about to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With all of this, that's why we have the kind of people we have come in. It's people that I find like personally inspiring. Like to see the stuff that you have been doing over the years, it's like it inspires me. Like from a distance, like I'll see you like, man, you know, bro, working, he moving. Let me get.
But you have to, man. You have to, and you don't know who you're inspiring. Right. You don't know who you're influencing. You don't know who's liking you. And you don't know who's hating on you. But it's all collective. Right. You know, they're collective. See, I can hate on you right now for having that shea butter on.
Hey man, I tried to share it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so mad. My beard is not glistening like yours, man. I'm upset.
Lights, man. It's just the lights, man. Next time, man, we'll make sure that you know what I'm saying. You can.
Yeah, your big Rello should have the shea butter ready. Hey man, what's up, man? What happened to the shea butter? Man.
Gotta make sure
I probably got the dull goatee.
No, man, you good, man. You gonna be good, man. Don't worry, man. We'll add a little bit.
Okay. All right, get a little sheen. Okay, all right.
Yeah, get you some reflective going, man. Hey, man, I can't express, man, how much it means, bro, that you come through, man.
All right, man. Hey,
Like,
but it's
that's
all, man.
real
It is all good, man. And again, our message is real clear. Help out your community. Okay.
Right.
Now we get a lot of people that claim that they're from other places.
Right.
Oh, I'm from Atlanta. Oh man, I'm from Dallas. I'm from. I don't know how many times have I heard somebody I knew, who I went to school with, went to high school with. This guy would go around telling people he was from Houston, Texas.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, you was born around 24th and Lake.
Yeah, you from here.
You from here. Why do everybody want to be from every place but here?
Yeah.
Now, if you put as much effort as to saying you're from here and helping our community out, then maybe we'll have a place to where you're proud to say, I'm from here. Right. When someone's on television, and for example, when you have Bud Crawford on television, is that the only time you want to be from here? Right. Is that the only time you want to be from here? Or do you want to be from here when you helping to pick up trash in our community? Yeah. Do you want to be from here when we're trying to help our kids in these schools? Do you want to be from here when we got to take care of the elderly people in our community? Or you want to be here when we got somebody on TV?
Right, when
the spotlight's on. Okay, be from here when we need you in our community. That's my message.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that, man. Because I mean, I'm proud to be from Omaha, man. I've been a
Yeah.
lot of places. I've been all over the country, and that's one thing I noticed is like people proud to be from there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, that's what make Atlanta music scene so dope is that people support it.
Yeah.
You know, they give you a fair shot. You know what I'm saying?
And to be fair about the music scene itself, you know, our scene is so small. This is something we have to create, but we have to support each other when we're doing music in our community, man. Because we don't have that many. We don't have the percentage that an Atlanta has, or any place outside of that as far as music. We have to support each other here, but you know, go to those bigger markets where they can help us out. You know, but we have the internet now, so you know there was no excuse. There was no excuse for you to work hard in your own community and then get that same exposure out on the internet for your music.
Right.
So,
and that's always the plan, man. That's part of our plan, man.
Yeah.
To branch out, reach out, get it out into your region.
yeah.
You know, start meeting other people and doing all your whole networking thing.
I mean, networking and all who you know is very important. But you can't be that person that no one wants to work with.
Right.
You can't be that person that no one that can't trust. And you can't be that person that don't keep your word. Keep your word.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that, man. Because that's one thing, that's what made me even want to reach out to you. Because it's like, I've seen you out in events, different things.
Mm-hmm.
You always was cool. You was always friendly. I was just like, man, I bet if I ask him, if he got time, he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
man, bring it in.
Let's see what, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can make happen, man. Because
We got it, man. Hey, again, as long as we're helping these kids, as long as we're helping these people in the community that need it, I'm here, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate that, man. Definitely, man. So is there anything else you want people to know, or?
No, well, to continue to support your show, because again, it seems like you're genuine about bringing some type of consciousness to our community. But at the same time, you guys can go check out my website at HoustonAlexander.org for any type of help, with as far as working out and us going to the schools and teaching the kids about hip hop culture. Go sign up for it. So go to HoustonAlexander.org and support the Houston Alexander Foundation.
Right on, man. Right on. With that, man, I'm gonna say, man, again, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
Really
Hey,
mean a lot, man.
you said Crush Groove. We good already.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. That Fat Boy scene, man. And I pass it on to
Oh, you get it. Hey.
They ate the wallpaper, man. I was like, who is these dudes, man? This is crazy.
Oh, man.
Man, when LL came in, like, man.
And people don't know, on a side note, people don't know that the Fat Boys sold more records than most rappers nowadays.
Yeah,
so if you can't rap better than the Fat Boys, you need to stop rapping.
Yeah, for real, man. And I loved the Fat Boys. When I was young, man, I loved all that, man.
That's funny.
I loved all that, man. So with
And
that,
saying, your little cousin is throwing up the last question card.
yeah, for sure. They be on it, man. They be
I
on
see.
It, man. The
I
crew ain't
see.
no joke, man. That's what it's all about,
That's funny.
man. So, hey, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. You know, keep these conversations going. Go visit us at thevoicesofreasonshow.com. Let us know what y'all thought about the episode. And until next time.
Make sure you
peace.
supply the shea butter.
The shea butter.
To
Yeah,
the
we
guests.
got that. Last week, it's funny because last week I had it sitting out here.
Oh, man.
And they was like, hey, what's up with the shea butter? Like, I had to be like, yeah, it's our sponsor. No, I paid for that. You know what I'm saying? It was my personal. I don't want to be on here asking. Somebody pointed it out one time.
Oh, man, hey, can't have that ashy elbow.
Yeah,
not
man.
Not on your show, brother. Not
Yeah,
on
you
your
gotta
show.
be right. The lights is on you, you know, so you gotta be right, man. So, yeah. So with that, I'm gonna say peace, and we'll see y'all next time.